Hi everybody, this is Chris with MandarinMoon, and I just purchased something we're going to try today. It's Lumiere Lusters by Jet Age Studio, and I've got a nice variety of colors. Let's see, limelight gold, green opal, electra opal, my favorite, rhubarb, aurora opal, picante, carnival, and sonoran opal. And we're going to try this on black clay, so I've conditioned a sheet. And number 2, which is the second thickest on my pasta machine. And I'm going to condition the clay with some rubber texture stamps that I have. That I tried to clean, but oh well, good enough. So I'm going to texture the clay and then cut it into 1-inch squares with this 3D printed cutter that I bought. And what we'll do is we'll look at how they look on raw clay, and then I'll cure them, and we'll compare the cured pieces to the raw pieces to see how they look, because these are high temp glitter flakes, so they should perform well. And then we'll see what happens when we seal the surfaces with varnish, or I think I may also try UV resin. So first I'm going to texture this clay, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm all ready. What I did was I textured and cut 24 little 1-inch square tiles, because I have 8 colors of the little luster flakes, and I want to do 3 colors in each, and then I'll leave one of them on each color raw, and then I'll cure the other 2, and then on one of the cured pieces I'll either add a UV resin or whatever type of sealant I have. We'll see. And so we can see if it changes when they're cured, and how much the UV resin or whatever else I use enhances the colors, because usually it does, especially UV resin. Well, like I said, I've never used these before, so I'm going to find out how awesome they are along with you. So what I've done is, I don't know if you can see this, but I created some pieces of paper so that I know which tiles are which. So there's rhubarb, green opal, limelight gold, electra opal, picante, sonoran opal, carnival, I don't know, and aurora opal. And I'll keep them together, and I'm also going to etch the letter, like electra opal is E, green opal is G. I'm going to etch that into the back of the tile, because usually when I'm playing around with things I get them all mixed up. So anyway, and what I also have is a very soft paintbrush, fairly soft, because I don't want to scratch the clay as I apply the flakes. And I'm going to move these to the side, because I know sometimes these mica powders or flakes or whatever fly all over the place, and I don't want to contaminate them, the other ones. So I'll just randomly choose some textures. Okay, so here is the first 3. And we'll start with Carnival. So I'm gonna be real careful opening this up. I don't have any fans. Whoa, look at that. I don't have any fans going, so that's good. Wow, that is really, here, let me see if you can see this. Super vibrant. All right, so again, Carnival. So I'm just gonna touch, oh, it's more of a, it is a flake. So I'm just gonna brush it lightly onto the clay. Well, these flakes are pretty big. First thing I'm realizing here is probably would work better on a more smooth surface. These textures are, at least this one, is pretty deep. But we'll go with it. We'll see what happens. But wow, this is, look at all those colors. If you can't tell, I'll bring it up closer to the camera when I get it done. But there are golds, reds, blues, and greens in here. This is really awesome. Trying to get the flakes to stick pretty well to the clay. Got my oven warming up in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. I've got a little, well, it's a kind of nice convection toaster oven that I use. It's, I only use it for clay. All right. Wow. That is cool. Ooh, really changes color. Let me make sure I get it mixed. Changes to green. I don't know if you can tell, but that is awesome. All right, so this was Carnival. Now I have to put a C on the back. And put it on the Carnival square. Now let's see if this texture isn't quite so deep. Hopefully it'll be easier. These flakes are so big and fluffy. I think, I mean, it works on this texture, but it would probably be fantastic on a smooth surface as well. You might be able to see the flakes a little better. Somebody outside is using a saw, electric saw. So, might get a little noisy. Okay, there's the second one. And what I think I'll do from this point on is I'm going to speed up the process, and then I'll show you each of them before I put them in the oven, or before I put 2/3 of them in the oven. So I'll be back. Okay, what I decided to do is paint one square tile that is not textured, so that we can appreciate the beauty of the flakes themselves without the texture getting in the way. So I'll do that for all 8 of the colors as well. So I'll be back. Oh my gosh, these are awesome. These are beautiful. I did find out as I was doing this that they are flakes, and some of them, like the opaline, are they don't work very well with fine, deep textures. They do work, as you can tell, but they are more suited for things with less fine details. So that's just my take on it. But what I did was, like I said, I was going to do some textures, some smooth, but I also decided to do a white. I didn't have much white clay left, so I did mix it with translucent, which might affect the outcome, but I want to show you the difference. So this is the rhubarb, and this is the dark clay and the white clay. Isn't that amazing? Can you tell how it changes color? Beautiful. And then this is the limelight gold. Again, this is dark and light. Isn't that pretty? And then we have, now the opals are remarkably different on light and dark clay. I don't think I even have to tell you which is which here. But this is green opal. And you can definitely see the flecks of green and pink in there. So pretty. So next is Electra opal. Look at how that color changed on the dark clay, on the black clay. Amazing. Where is it at? Here. This is what it looks like. And look at what it turned out on the dark clay. It's amazing. Beautiful. Next is the Picante. And I found out that these, the darker flakes, I don't like as much on the light clay. If you can tell, they just kind of look, I don't know how to explain it, but it looks much better, in my opinion, on the dark clay. It's like, wow, this is a fiery sunset. Red, orange, gold, beautiful. So that was Picante. And they do have a lot more colors than this. I just selected a few to try. I'm definitely going to get more. So this is Carnival on white and black clay. Very pretty. And I found out Jet Age Studio, they make high temp Dichroic metal oxide glitter flakes. That's what these are. And a lot of artists buy them for use in lamp working and Dichroic glass. So they are definitely suitable for heat. And this one is Sonoran Opal. Isn't it remarkable, the difference in these opals on white and black clay? Completely different in this case. Just gorgeous. So that's Sonoran Opal. And this is Aurora Opal. Wow. Doesn't even look like the same one. Amazing. Beautiful. Little subtle variations of pinks and blues in this one. Pink, blue, and purple. So anyway, so now I'm going to bake all but one of them. And then we'll come back and we'll compare what they look like raw versus cured or baked. I'll be back. Okay, while the other tiles are curing or baking, these are the tiles I'll leave raw for now. And I just wanted to show you how beautiful they look together. I'm trying to show you how they change color, but I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. But I just love these. They're vibrant, rich colors. Absolutely beautiful. So I'll be back when the others are done curing. Well, now the pieces have been cured, And there is, I'm happy to say, really no difference. So curing them did not ruin the, oops, the look of the opal flakes, or the metallic flakes. So here, I'll compare. These are the raw. And let's see if I can do this without dropping them. So Sonora, okay, Aurora, there it is. So this compares the Aurora, baked versus raw. And the Sonoran opal, baked versus raw. So pretty much the same with all of them. So that's awesome. Now next I'll bake these, and then we'll play around with sealing the surfaces. Or some of them I will put the UV resin on, so that will come next. So it looks like the glaze that I have is the Sculpey gloss glaze. So I'll use this and the UV resin. So let me get set up and we'll begin. I poured a little bit of the glaze in this little bottle cap, and I will glaze one from each group. I'm not sure if this is necessary, but I know if they're going to be used for jewelry, if it's anything like powdered pigments, it could wear off. So better safe than sorry. Oops. So these opaline flakes, or I keep calling them that, the metal flake is so shiny. That one seems to have dulled a bit. Hopefully it will gain back its brilliance after it dries. Can you tell the difference? Yikes. Uh-oh. I hope it comes back. I'm hesitant to do more, but I will try. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't brush it. We'll see. Yeah, that one changed a bit too. I'm going to wait and let these two dry, just to be sure I'm not ruining them. So I'll be right back. Well, sad to say that I don't think the Sculpey gloss glaze is a good match with the Lumiere lusters. You can see right here, this is the one that I used the gloss glaze on, and what the difference is with the other two. It's still pretty, but nothing like these now. Sorry. Big difference. So, not going to do that with the others. here's the difference between these two. This is the one that I put the gloss glaze on. So, what a shame. What I will do next is try UV resins. But while I'm holding the phone in my hand, I want to show you, or see, if you can see how the color changes on some of these. Some more than others. Oh, one of my lamps is off. There we go. You can really tell on the Picante. What a difference. And then there's the Carnival at the top. Isn't that cool? So, anyway, I'm going to give the UV resin a try, and I'll be back. Okay, so these are the samples that I did with the UV resin, and I would say they definitely turned out nice. It's like putting a layer of glass over the tile. So yes, UV resin is the clear winner. So I'm going to finish the rest, and then I'll show you all of them. I wanted to show you something. I decided to take the ones that I kind of ruined with the Sculpey Gloss and Glaze. Now you can see I've got stuff all over my fingers, but what I did was I took a little bit of Rub and Buff Silver Leaf, and I just hit the tops of the raised areas just by putting a little bit on my fingertip and just hitting the tops, the raised areas. And that kind of brought out the, gave it a little more depth. So then I did the same with a couple of others, and I thought that looked pretty cool. And this one I especially like. Isn't that pretty? This is the other one that I ruined, but no, I think it's pretty awesome. What do you think? So basically that's what I did to a few of them. I hit the highlights with a little bit of silver. I would have tried some gold, but I can't find it. Oh, I just did. So let's see. This gold is pretty old. I don't know if it's going to work very well, but we shall see. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, it works a little bit. See, now the raised areas are a different color than the recessed areas. That looks pretty cool. So anyway, and you can clean this up with baby wipes, I think, or a little bit of alcohol on a cotton swab or something. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And now I'll hit them all with or cover them all with the UV resin. Okay, all tiles are covered in resin and look gorgeous. I'm really happy with these Lumiere Lusters by Jet Age Studio. Really, really nice stuff. And I will include a link to their website in the description. Just stunning colors, very rich, very eye-catching. I love Dichroic glass, and this reminds me of that. So I did notice that the resin, this is the resin that I used, I did notice that it caused some of the tiles to curl, so I'll have to find a remedy for that. If any of you know how to avoid that, please let me know. I did find that, here's a tile that I had, let me find the one that's really bad, this one. So I used the same resin on this tile, which was smooth, and can you tell how the resin pulled away from the edge of the tile? I was really disappointed, so I'll have to put another coat on here, I think. But it did not happen to these at all. And I think the Lumiere Flakes help the resin to adhere to the clay better, or to the tile better. And so it does not pull away, because none of them did. Or actually, I think one of them did, but I think it's because I missed a spot. I think it was this one. But I think that was me when I was applying the resin. But they are gorgeous. I love them. And looking at these, I make dragon eggs. And I think some of these colors, especially, well, all of them, would look awesome on my dragon eggs. And if I do use them on my eggs, I will post a link. Or I'll post a video to show you. But yeah, I really love it. So I will include links to everything that I used here, including, if you're interested, my little 3D printed cutter. And I believe I bought this on Etsy. So I'll include a link to the shop that makes these, because I think they custom made this size for me, because I make inchies, just like these, 1 inch square. And I think they make other sizes as well. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you do enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing. And if you liked this video, please click on the like button. And I'll see you in the next video.